Regardless of your educational background and specialization, the way you answer these common interview questions can have a significant effect on your odds of getting hired. Knowing how to answer interview questions is a valuable skill and it requires research and practice. In this video, I will discuss the most commonly asked interview questions for freshers and explain you with why they are asked by employers and also provide you with the example answers. So let's begin with the first question, the most common, which is tell me about yourself. The first and best question for any HR interview, no doubt. The answer to this basically sets the tone of rest of your interview. Good news is, you can earn a lot of points if this is answered right. So what I would suggest you, give a brief of your education background, up to +2 is fine, your family and location, any of your hobbies, etc. You can also mention one of your major achievements if it fits the circumstance. Keep the answer to just about 3 to 4 sentences and not more than that. No need to explain your strengths and weakness at this point, as that will definitely come along. A common mistake seen is most HR interview is to start the sentence like, I am basically from. Don't do that. No need to start a sentence like that. Keep the answer simple, to the point, and give space and time for further questions. Do not stretch it too much. So the sample answer would be like this. Hi, my name is Shravan and I hail from Mangalore. I did my graduation in Commerce and Accounts from Pioneer College of Commerce, which is under Mangalore University. I had completed my +2 from Central Mission School and secured 98% in CBSE boards. We are 4 members in my family and I am the youngest son. I love outdoor sports, specifically cricket, and was a member of college cricket team. So this is how you do it. Or you can edit it with your name or you can add up some extra points that you want to. And the next question, the most common, what are your key strengths? This is another most important question in any interview. The idea here is to understand how much you know about yourself and how confident you are about your strengths. Just stay positive. Even a simple answer like, I am a very positive person, is good enough. You can also change this as per the requirement of the interview, knowing a bit about the profile you are being interviewed and explaining your strength with an experience from the past is desirable here. And the sample answer would be, my greatest strength is my ability to learn things quickly. For example, I had to represent my college in an inter-college science exhibition and I was introduced to the team at the very last minute. I was able to understand our exhibits and artifacts in a very short span of time and present them with good scores. That would be enough. You can change the answer according to you, but maintain the level as per what I have given. As we have discussed the strengths, now comes the weaknesses. So, the interviewer may ask you, what is the one thing which you want to improve about yourself? Or what are your weaknesses? This is a trick question. The expectation here is to answer a negative trait with a positive twist. Something which in general a weak point of a person, but is alright from an organization perspective. So the sample answer would be, I tend to try to take up too many things, leaving little time for myself. Or else I'm a perfectionist and sometimes concentrate too much on one single task to get it to perfection, using up time for the other task. I tend to say yes when someone asks for help. I'm working on learning to say no at times. So this would be the model answer for your weaknesses. Now comes the fourth question, that is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? This is a question intended to know what are your career aspirations? How long would you be committed to the organization? Is there any immediate plans for you to move on, etc.? If you have any actual plan, explain it with reasoning. If you do not have any specific plan as of now, give a generic answer along with some interesting activity you would like to take up. So the model answer for this question is, I would like to see myself donning one of the senior positions in the organization, contributing to technology as well as participating in business growth. I am hoping I can position myself with relevant experience by then. Or else you can say, as I'm a fresher, I am assuming my first 5 years will be a huge learning curve. I want to absorb much of the industry knowledge and also to sharpen my technical abilities. In next 5 years, I see myself playing various roles in the team, from a developer to leading a team. Or you can say, I would like to see myself as a technical architect in next 5 years. My core competency is with technologies, and I would like to work and contribute in the field of most recent technologies and advancements. I would like to take up some of the major technology certifications. You can answer this question in this way. And the next question will be, have you been in some challenging situation? Explain how you handled it. This is usually an add-on question to explain your strengths that you mentioned previously. This is good opportunity to give a suitable example as to why you mentioned what your strengths are. So the sample answer goes like, yes, I did have some challenging situation during our final semester project delivery. Usually the kind of codec language we were trying to implement works with 64-bit processor, while we are trying to make it work with lower configuration due to budgetary constraints. Theoretically it was possible, but result was not coming through, and the team wanted to give up and upgrade the hardware. I was positive that this will work and that we stick to the plan and figure out our actual problem. It took some effort to convince my team, a lot more hard work, and a few extra hours of reading, but finally we stayed positive and cracked the issue and delivered the report. So the above example explains your strengths like positive thinking, hard work, etc. Or else you can also say, I have a huge passion for sports and have been a regular member of college cricket team. There was an event coming up slightly ahead of one of our exam schedule. Although our coach said I can skip the competition, I was sure I can win points for the college. So I decided I will put in extra time in studies late evenings while also practicing and attending the event. I had to stretch a bit physically and mentally and also manage my time tightly. But finally I was able to win the tournament and also come out with good scores in exam. So as you have seen, the above case that will show your multitasking capability, time management, and your passion for things and hard work. And the next very common question goes like, why should we hire you? As a fresher, you can't commit to any expertise in any specific domain. So this question is intended to understand what quality of yours will be helpful most for the company. Knowledge about company and what quality of yours suits the organization is the key to this answer. In case you don't know much about the company, quick learning ability, flexibility, team player, etc. are few common qualities that will fit any organizational needs. So the sample answer for this would be, I have had some internships and industry exposure. So being a fresher, it will still be easy for me to adapt to the new environment, which is significantly less than my training cost. Or else you can say, I have a sharp learning curve which will help company ramp me up quickly as a productive resource. An example of my learning curve is my final year project where I have worked on a short time frame on an entirely new technology. Or else you can say, I'm a strong team player, a good leader. I have been leading teams for technical and cultural activities during my college days. In your company, I will be a great player within any challenging team and provide leadership when opportunity arises. So this is how you will answer when the interviewer will ask you why you should get hired. You should basically not copy paste the same answers, but just try to inculcate those things. You might have got the idea what I'm trying to say. And the next most common question is, what are your hobbies and interests? You cannot say you don't have any other interest other than academics. Even if you are very studious, your answer should include reading non-textbooks and following cutting-edge stuff in technology. A company looks for a candidate who are more rounded and keeps diverse interest in life. Identify one of your interests other than academics and prepare answer based on that. Don't include eating, watching TV, sleeping, etc. So you can say like, I love singing and I also play instruments like guitar. Outdoor sports is my interest, specifically cricket. I am a numismatist, like coin and currency collector. I have been doing this since school days. So you need to be some optimistic while giving such answers. And we'll go to the eighth question. That is, who is the most inspiring person in your life? The important part is not who, but why. When you answer this question with a name, you should follow it up with why he or she is most inspiring person to you. You can say, my greatest inspiration is Sachin Tendulkar. He had such a humble upbringing and his hard work took him to the greatest heights in the world of sports. He still keeps himself rooted and stays humble. I also believe in hard work and humility. Or else most of us say these things like, my greatest inspiration is my dad. He has always taught me to not to worry about my weaknesses and take most advantage of my strengths. This has developed a lot of confidence in me during difficult times. So this is the way you will answer these questions, not who, but why. And you need to align these things so that it should be aligned with the vision and mission of the company. The ninth question is, are you willing to change your role and profile when you're required for project? As a fresher, your most sought after quality is flexibility. You need to showcase you are flexible and ready to learn. Saying you are flexible doesn't necessarily mean you will be forced into things you don't like. It just shows your positive attitude to learn and try new things. So you can say, yes, sir, most definitely. As a fresher, I hope and wish to learn as much things as possible. I believe taking up different roles and profiles only helps me learn and grow in this industry. And this is the last question. Are you ready to relocate? As long as you do not have any compelling reasons, being a fresher, it is better to be ready for relocation. Today's IT industry works on global operation model, where they have offices located at several locations. These are staffed strategically as per the need and business requirement. And there could be a need for your skills at a particular location. So you can say, yes, most definitely. I believe being at different locations helps me learn more about new culture and new people. Or else you can also say, yes, I don't see a problem in relocation. It's always a better learning experience than being around with same environment and people. So that's it, guys. These were the 10 questions. Those are mostly asked in the interview for freshers. And some additional tips for freshers, which I want to keep is, what does the HR looks for? What actually does he looks for? Think in your mind. Does he looks for communication skills? Yes. But some candidates think this is language skill. But sorry to disappoint. Communication is not always about language. It's neither about your American accent, not Shakespeare English. Of course, you need the basic English to talk in English, but nothing more. But the three key elements are: listen, the first one. Actively listen to what the interviewer is asking. Do not interrupt the question or answer before question is complete. Second thing is absorb. Understand the meaning and context of the question. If you do not, don't hesitate to ask. Remember, no question is stupid. You can ask if you don't understand. Like the tip. Here the tip is: some candidates who are not comfortable asking like, can you please repeat? Can you please elaborate? You can also put it like, for example, the interviewer asks you, what are your outside interests? You didn't get that. So you will ask him, so you asking about any of my hobbies and interests other than academics, right? You can put it that way if you're not comfortable by asking, could you please repeat? Can you please repeat? If you think that it sounds rude, then you could put the way which I have told you, and be and be clear and loud while answering. Once you get the question, answer in clear words, short and to the point, and of course loud. Murmuring under your breath is often frustrating for the interviewer. And the next is, what does they look for? Your confidence. It's pretty common for freshers to get intimidated by the environment and the interviewers and to feel nervous. But hey, relax. Understand the fact that the company wants you as much as you need them. They called you in for this round because they want to select you, not reject you. So just be yourself, like you would be at your home or college playing with your friends. Few things what shows you are confident are: sit straight and keep a comfortable posture. Do not lean or sit on edge of the seat. Not lean back too much. And make an eye contact. Keep eye contact. Don't look into a pavilion, ceiling, curtains while answering. Keep a pleasant and smiling expression and show an interest in the proceedings. Answer with simple, clear words and loud enough for the interviewer to hear. It is okay to say don't know. If you don't know something, say I don't know, sir. Don't overdo that. That might turn against you. Actually, when you don't know something, if you're telling that I'm not aware of it, that shows your comfort in accepting things you don't know about. And the third thing which HR looks for is compatibility with company. Each company has a different working culture. When a company evaluates a candidate, one major quality they will look is how compatible you are with their working culture. Although you get information online on major corporate websites, preparing for his or slightly tricky for lesser known companies. So getting prepared for this part is not 100% feasible. But here are few things you can do to avoid failing this. Show flexibility. HRs see a freshers as a fresh clay, which could be molded to suit the company environment. Show them you are that, rather than a hard seasoned pot. Keep your options open, like working hours, location, etc. Unless absolute necessary, understand that it is important to kickstart your career rather than looking for comforts. Second thing, stay neutral. Do not overreact or speak out of extreme suggestions about any general topic for which your opinion is asked for. They might be trying to evaluate you against one of their company policy. For example, what is your opinion on gay rights? Don't answer with weird tone or disrespectful. Just answer neutral, something like, everyone should have the right to make choices based on personal preferences, which should go in line with the legality of the country. That's it. And fourth thing the HR looks in a fresher is learnability. Basically, the USP of a fresher to any company is the flexibility in utilizing his or her ability within its different operations. This could be for an expansion plan, an existing delivery process, for a product development team. This is only effective only if the learning ability of the candidate is strong and steep enough, that is efficient and quick. The learning could be of a new technology, new culture, new lifestyle. Your academic crafts is one of them, but that's just one aspect. And remember, you already cleared the hurdle that is most evaluated by few indirect questions, like asking about your experience with teamwork, any challenges you faced, project works, other trainings you did outside your schooling. It will be prudent to have at least one example which will showcase you are willing and efficient in learning new stuff. Prove them that you are a quick learner. And finally, here comes the last and most important thing of all, salary. Of course, you know this, the compensation. I understand that a fresher does not hold much bargaining power, but nevertheless, this is a common question asked during the interview. What is your expected CTC? Learn about the freshers package of the company and try to say within the limits. All that a HR is trying to look here is, are you really interested in the company like theirs? So, when a mid-level company usually offers a package of 3 to 4 lakhs for a fresher and your answer is 11 lakhs, 10 lakhs, then it says you are looking for a top level company. So that's it guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.